Wonderful. Well, we are excited you are all here. Welcome to our live recap. And so I know we got some people coming on, and it's just now 6:30, so we're gonna get going here in just a second. We're gonna wait for a couple people. And so one thing we can, of course, do in the meantime is we can tell some jokes, because what else do we do on a regular basis here at M3 Creative Academy? So um, the first thing we're going to do is open up the jokes. So here's the first joke of the night. Ready? Once upon a time, there was a king. He was only 12 inches tall. Now, he wasn't a very good king, but he did make for a really great ruler. So you get it? Ruler 12 inches? Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. Well, welcome. Actually, I think we lost somebody here, so we're going to wait one more minute while people kind of hop on there. And so get going here. Let's see. Let me join the. Do I have this open? No, I don't. All right. But well, yeah, we lost somebody there. Well, now we're down to 0. That's weird. Okay. I don't know if you can hear me there. What's happening? So, well, let's wait. Okay, now I have a couple more people here. And so, wonderful. Well, again, welcome to our recital recap. And we're going to just go ahead, and I know this is getting recorded, so that way if people miss it, they'll be able to jump on and watch it at some other time. But if you're just joining us, I want to encourage you guys to use a computer or some kind of mobile device like a tablet, because we like to make our recitals interactive, and we like to use the chat in our live features here. And so if you are watching our live feed here, go ahead and just give me a hi in the chat and say hi to everybody out there. And I'm going to get started here. So what we do, as a studio, we like teaching music. In fact, I say we love teaching music, but we do this in a way that is all virtual. And ultimately, our mission is to help families out in everything they do. Our mission ultimately is to help families enjoy making music by providing innovative and effective and personalized music education. And so as a team, what we want to do is just that, help you guys out. And so I just want to introduce myself. I'm Matt. I'm the owner. I also teach piano and guitar. And then you'll see, well, somewhere, I don't know how your screen's situated here, Miss Darby Gerlicher, and she is Where's Waldo, I think, right, Darby? And so you can see her background there, and I think we can find her if she's Waldo pretty easily. But what we want to, and then up in the top here, we have Lisa. Wave, Lisa. She teaches piano. Oh, by the way, Darby teaches piano and viola. There we go. And then Lisa teaches piano, and we're actually going to start, she's going to start teaching composition pretty soon too. And so we're excited about that. We're going to probably roll that out starting next January. And then we also have our woodwinds instructor, Kara Machos. And she's over there, and they actually got together today because they were rehearsing for a gig. That's why we don't have 4 screens going here, but so that's why they're together. And they're good friends too from college, right? Yes, go Biola Eagles. So wonderful. Okay, well, I'm going to switch to my speaker view just so we can get going here. But okay, so what we want to work on through this is we want to talk about the recitals. Now our recitals serve many purposes. First of all, we want students just to have fun and enjoy whatever they are doing. Now, especially this one, we are at the very beginning of the school year. Some of our students have literally only done 1 lesson, maybe 2 lessons, maybe a month's worth of lessons, and so they're brand new to their instrument. And yet, music, this kind of gets to our second purpose here. Music is meant to be shared. And so we want to share music. We want an opportunity to do this and to do so in a way that's fun. I remember growing up, and I remember getting so nervous at recitals, and I sometimes didn't actually like them because I would get so nervous that I was going to mess up. And hopefully what we do here is we eliminate some of that. There's some good parts of that as well, but we really highlight the fun nature of it. And so even if you've been playing for a week, a month, if you've been playing for 10 years, you can have fun in our recitals. And so, all right, so if you're in the chat now, let's get some questions going here. So, oh, hi, Dressers, you guys are in there. And so I want to ask you a question here. Actually, I'm going to share my screen with this so we can see the questions. There we go. And our first question this year is, did you carve a pumpkin this year? Now, I wrote this and I thought, you know what, they probably haven't yet because Halloween is on Sunday. So if you're going to carve a pumpkin this year, what are you going to do? What are you gonna carve into that pumpkin? So, oh, hi, Williams. Hi, Benjamin. Hi, Peter. And Eleanor, too. Wonderful. So this year, you know what? I think this is for me, this is gonna be the first year that my family has not carved pumpkins. My kids are getting older, and there's just certain things that they are not into. What about you guys, Darby, Lisa, Kara? Are you guys gonna carve pumpkins?
Not this year, I don't think so. We did do a fun one a couple of years ago, though. We really love board games, and so my husband carved some really cool dice in his. So we like to do different ones, not always just the faces.
Very fun. Very fun.
I'm probably not going to do anything because I don't really have any pumpkins right now.
Yeah, same.
Yes. Yeah, and yeah, no worries about that. And it's like I carve it and then you just let it sit there. And but yeah, and so oh, cool. We got some more people here. We got the Rodriguezes, Ava and Valerie. Hi, girls. And so good to see you. I'm glad you guys are joining us. And so we're just talking about various things here. Let's see, we got the Williams say, yes, they are going to carve pumpkins, but it already got moldy. Oh, no. Its name, so this is the pumpkin's name, was George Squashington. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to use that because, you know how much I love awesome jokes like that, right? So that's going down. I'm going to remember that one. That's great.
That's bigger.
Yes. And so, well, wonderful. Yeah, we carved a pumpkin once. And by the way, I'm dressed up here. This is not just my mountain attire. I am the hunter from, what do you call it? Little Red Riding Hood. And so my other three folks aren't here. So my wife is Little Red Riding Hood. And then our dog, we got a husky, is going to be the wolf. That I tame, not kill, by the way. And so we're going to have fun with that. But you probably have to tell, just in case I wasn't pretty clear on that one. Well, very good. All right. So what we're going to do, I want us to talk a little bit about students here. So we're going to get going. Now, in our studio, we like celebrating our students and we love all of your accomplishments. So I'm going to go first. I had 3 students perform this year in our costume recital. First of all, we had Jaden, who was dressed up in his Hufflepuff gear. And of course, he played Nimbus 2000. And so that was a pretty awesome accomplishment. And so Jaden, great job with it. One of the things that I remember challenging you on was your technique on this one. And you were doing a good job accomplishing some of those things. And I know those were challenging for you. But I loved how you put it together. Nimbus 2000, it's the broom, right? And so you could feel like, hey, Harry is flying through the air on the Nimbus 2000. And then, of course, we have Matthew Johnson. Matthew, good job with Pink Panther. Even we saw each other Wednesday. You hadn't recorded yet, and then we talked about adding those big dynamics in and really getting the everything going with it. Great job adding those even after our lesson, just that little bit there. And then finally, I wanted to mention my son Micah. And so if you guys noticed when we did our introductions here, we have a piano teachers. I teach guitar. We have a viola teacher. That's Miss Darby, and then woodwinds. And yet my son Micah is playing the French horn. And And so he's kind of the odd man out here because my dad is actually teaching him French horn, and of course I wanted to give him the opportunity to participate in our recital. And he played Jack's Lament. And Micah, you know, you've been playing less than a year, and you were already able to do such an amazing job on a really hard song too, because it's all this chromatic notes in there. So great job, guys. All right, and so I see we got another comment here. So the Tressers, they think they would do an outline of a cat. Oh, that's pretty cool. So a long time ago I did a husky on our pumpkin, and it was Ezra's pumpkin, but he was like 3, of course, and so who got to carve it? I did. Well, wonderful. Well, I want to play for you a little bit now. You know, we talk about doing these live events and doing some live teacher performances. So when I think of Halloween, and I think of Thanksgiving, and I think of Christmas especially, the things that I think about first of all, or at least one of them, is Peanuts TV specials. You know, it started in 1964 with It's a Charlie Brown Christmas, and you get some great music, and then all throughout the years you keep adding to these holiday specials. And so I wanted to play one today. Now, this is probably not the one that you would remember, but I think this one's pretty cool. It's Schroeder. And so, of course, we know Schroeder because he's the most musical of the Peanuts, right? He sits there at his baby grand piano, and he plays away. He's kind of like a prodigy on the piano, playing Beethoven mostly. I love Beethoven. But he gets his own theme. And so I'm going to give this one a shot. This is Schroeder by Vince Guaraldi. Got to hold on to this one. Cool. So that was a fun piece to play, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Well, wonderful. So we're having some fun here, and I want to keep going in our program here tonight. So I have another question for you guys. Let's see if I can find Zoom here real fast. Where'd it go? I need to share my screen. I'm going back and forth between different screens. Let's see. There we go. And then our next question really is, you have to give up one for the rest of your life. So write this in the comments here. We got Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Jolly Ranchers, Snickers, or candy corn. Okay, so just write the letter A, B, C, or D in the chat there, and let us know what you guys think on this one. So teachers, what do we think? What if you had to give up one for the rest of your life? What's it going to be?
We were just arguing about it. I was saying Snickers, obviously.
No, but candy corn doesn't like candy corn.
She doesn't like candy corn. And I'm like, but it's so rare. Like, you only get it.
No, but there's a reason for that. That's the only time we can tolerate it.
So that's orange.
Okay. So wait, what is your reason for Snickers though, Lisa?
I don't really like it when nuts are in candy, but I love it if it's like peanut butter or Reese's. So like if it's a hard nut, it's like, what the heck are you doing in the candy?
Okay. I get it. What about you, Darby?
Well, this is a pretty funny question for me because I actually have a lot of food allergies and I can't have any of these. So maybe it's not, given up for life, but it kind of feels like it. So, but I would say if I could have chosen, I really don't miss Jolly Ranchers. Those are fine. But I do actually buy hand soap that smells exactly like watermelon Jolly Ranchers just because it's so nostalgic.
Oh my goodness.
So I would say I don't mind giving up Jolly Ranchers, but I do miss candy corn. I've been trying to find a version of candy corn I can have because I really miss it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, for me, it's definitely Jolly Ranchers. I think I have always thought they are just like the most gross thing in the world.
And they hurt. They kind of cut your mouth.
That's true. They do. That's true. If you suck on them too long and you get like that sharp edge or something. Oh.
You gotta just keep sucking on it.
Yeah. Well, it starts to taste like blood, Oh no. Oh, very good. Oh yeah, the Tressers are saying Jolly Ranchers too. And so they're onto that as well. Okay. We're on the same page here. Okay, see the Williams family is divided. They're between Snickers and candy corn here. And there are some candy corn haters here though, that's for sure. Oh boy. Well, candy corn for sure is one of those things that it seems like people either love them or hate them. And I don't know. So it might be the taste of them because they do have kind of like a unique taste. And then they also have kind of unique texture as well. And so those are, but they're very seasonal, I mean, you can't buy them any other time of the year. So, well, very good. Well, all right. Well, Darby, you're up here. Why don't you talk about your students here?
Yeah, I would love to. I'm so proud of them. They've made so much progress in the last few months. It's been really fun to see. So yeah, I'll start with Jack today. So Jack just started taking piano lessons this spring and he has made amazing progress. He's learning really quickly. And I was really impressed in his recital video with his dynamics and his memory. He followed all the dynamics really, really well, and he made them really his own. At the end of the second piece, he did such a good job slowing down and getting quiet at the end. It was just really gentle and beautiful. That was really great. So way to go, Jack. Good work. Then Karis also did so well this year. It was really fun. I had a great time working on her piece Fiesta España with her. It was really rewarding to see her bring out her musicality and make the piece her own. She had a lot of fun exploring different things she could do with it, and it was really fun. I think it came across really well, Karis. So good work. Then Ezra is Matt's son, and I teach him viola. And it's been really fun to see Ezra grow over the last couple of years. I think he's the student I've had the longest right now, and he's made a lot of progress. I was impressed he could play so well with his amazing costume. That was really, I don't know if I could play with that big beard on. It was amazing. But what I was really impressed with Ezra's piece is that he learned it largely by himself, including figuring out the best fingering to do, figuring out when to go to third position, and he came up with some really good solutions. So that's a big step. That's a really exciting thing. And Micah played a piece called Morning. That's a really beautiful piece. And I was just amazed with how gently and softly he played it. It really fit the character of the piece. And I loved Micah, you had amazing curved fingers throughout too, which was just a really good thing. That's a hard skill to learn and you're making good progress there. So keep up the good work. And Micah's sister, Emma, joined us for this recital too. And she just began taking piano lessons in September. And I was so excited that she wanted to participate in the recital. And she did her recital pieces all by herself without help. It was really, really awesome. She's doing so well learning those curved fingers and learning to fly around the keyboard. She did a great job. Every week she comes prepared really well with what she learned the last week, able to remember it really well. I've been really pleased with her progress already. Let's see, I had 3 other students. We got some more here. Jacob did really well this fall. I've been having fun with Jacob working on exploring color and tone and dynamics, different emotions you can play with. it's been really fun to see him grow in that area. One of his pieces is really tricky. It's played with what we call a whole tone scale. It's all made up of whole steps, and it just doesn't sound natural or normal to our ears. And he did such a good job working on this piece. He was comfortable with it, got right with it, and it was really well done. So good work on tricky songs, Jacob. Then Elijah did a super job this year on his piece called Skating Rink. There's a lot of tricky stuff in this song with hands together and tricky rhythms and a lot of stuff. And I've just seen Elijah get better and better from week to week. I thought his recital recording was the best I'd heard him play the song. He sounded so confident, and I loved how he played it, especially at the end. It was a beautiful ending. So I'm really proud of your progress, Elijah. You've done a great job. Finally, Hezekiah played a really fun piece called Ballad. This piece is really deceptively difficult. It looks kind of simple on the page. I remember when Hezekiah started, he was like, this is an easy one. And the next week he was saying, this is a really hard piece, because he was just seeing all the layers to it. One thing that's tricky is playing the right hand a lot louder than the left hand all the way through. And he has gotten better and better at that. And I really think he did well on his recording. So way to go, Hezekiah. I'm proud of all of you. You've done a great job this fall. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much for that. And way to go, students. You guys are you're rocking it this year. And I think this was one of our best starts to the school year that I've seen in a long time. And you guys are practicing, and you just keep going, you know. It's encouraging to us as teachers as well, because we can come back every week and we can do something new and exciting and watch you guys just make more and more progress. So way to go. Well, wonderful. Well, we got one more question here. And now, I didn't know people didn't like candy corn quite as much. So this one is about candy corn. Originally, candy corn was not called candy corn, okay? And so it had a different name. What was its original name? A, chicken feed. That sounds appetizing. B, witch's teeth. C, carrot candy, because, you know, they kind of look like carrots. D, pumpkin pie slices, because they kind of look like pumpkin pie too. So in the chat there, write down which one you think it is, and we'll see which one it actually is. So Kara, since you are our official candy corn hater here, which one do you think it is?
I think it's B, witch's teeth.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to give it away yet. So, what about you, Lisa?
Yeah, I was kind of feeling like that might be the name that they would change. So I was kind of feeling B too, which is teeth.
Okay. Yeah, some analytics there. You know, you got to go and you're like, if it was this name, I would change it. So okay. What do you think, Darby?
I'm gonna say what I hope it is. I like chicken feed. I'm pretty obsessed with birds, and I think it's pretty funny how chickens peck the thing. So I just like the idea of it being chicken feed. But
Yes.
and I would say if it's pumpkin pie slices, I feel like it had to like taste like pumpkin pie. You know, and so I feel like that'd be kind of a weird answer, even though it does look like it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so we're getting some comments in here, and so the Tresters are saying B, which is teeth. And then Peter says C, which is carrot candy. Okay. Benjamin says A, chicken feed. And so, all right, let's see if we can, the answer, ready? Drum roll. It's A. It was actually chicken feed originally. So, yeah, way to go, Darby. And Benjamin too, yeah. And I think there's a connection there too, because, you know, a lot of times you feed chicken corn. So they took it and they made it into something that sounds a little bit more appetizing. So so that way we're not eating just chicken feed. Anyways, yeah. Well, good. That was a fun piece of trivia. Actually, I learned that one as I was looking around for different Halloween or late fall trivia, you know, and I'll never look at candy corns, even though I like them, the same way again. So. Awesome. Well, very good. Well, Lisa, you're up now. And so do you want to talk about your students?
Yes, that would be really awesome. Um, so let's see here. I have so many siblings. I'm kind of trying to do all the siblings like together.
Okay.
So we'll start with Chloe. Chloe, that was one of the fastest tempos for that piece I've ever heard you play, and it was so precise. So she did a really good job playing at such an exciting like speed, but then still keeping the tempo constant the whole way. And then remembering the retard at the end, which was, we kind of worked on that last minute. So good job, Chloe, on that. And then Rowan, he's been really working on getting, playing continually through the measures without having to pause. And he's improved so much on that. Like it used to be way more, difficult. And now he's doing it like he's making it look so easy. So he's worked really hard on that. And he got the end of the song to kind of go quieter, which is something that we also worked on there too. So Rowan, really good job on the recital piece. It's been so cool seeing the improvement there. And then the Williams, Benjamin did so great on that Treasure Island piece, especially working to get the staccato for each note. And the fermatas were also kind of a new thing for him. So he did great on remembering those. I was excited to see that. And then of course there were a lot of kind of rhythmic things that we had to work on and kind of fix up. So he did a really good job of practicing and kind of getting them fixed up. And yeah, it was a great performance there, Benjamin. So nice job on that. And then Peter's song, he actually figured out the whole right hand of that song by himself. So that was all his ear training song. And he had to memorize a lot of tricky chords in the left hand in a kind of a short amount of time to be ready for this recital. So great job to Peter, because that was impressive. And then of course, it's so great that he's writing his own music and got to do his own song for the recital, which is so awesome. So good job, Peter. That's awesome. And then the Rodriguez's. Valerie has also been kind of working on getting the rhythm down a little better, especially on the half notes. So she was doing really good at paying attention to the rhythm and just getting the whole thing down correctly. And this was this wasn't her first recital. Sorry, that's Ava. Sorry. But this was her first original song that she's ever performed for us. So we were her premiere audience. So great job to Valerie. That's awesome. And then Ava, she's been doing so good on her counting. Like I can always count on her to be the student who always counts out loud, because she's just so solid at that. And one of the things we've been working on is kind of differentiating when to play which hand, and she did it perfectly. It was like perfection. So I was really proud of her. So good job to Ava. And then last student here, Elizabeth. So this was her first recital that she played in. And she did a great job at upping the tempo, getting it a little faster than she did it for practice, because getting faster was kind of one of the things that we wanted to work on. So I was really proud of that new tempo that she got it up to. And then the other song that she played was a composition that she wrote. And it really surprised me when I first heard it, because it was so good. And so it was one of the first ones that I'd heard her play. I don't know if she wrote more songs, but it was the first one she showed me. So great job to Elizabeth on that. Yeah.
So cool. So, and by the way, Chloe's video is now up on our website. There was a little technical difficulty in that one when they submitted it yesterday. So they totally got it in on time. And so, but I would really strongly encourage you to go back to our website and watch her video. Because again, she did do a really, really good job. Awesome job, Chloe. So good job. Well, awesome. Well, very good. We are we're kind of coming towards the end here, but I do have a couple announcements. So we like, of course, doing things that encourage our students to play. I always tell my students there's two ways that we can motivate you, or that you're motivated. One, I can say, if you practice for 20 minutes, your mom's going to give you a candy bar. And the kids go, ooh, okay. But that's what we call external motivation. And it's okay, we do it. But at the same time, it's well, first of all, not that healthy. And second of all, of course, you're really not doing it for the music and for enjoying music. You're doing it, of course, for the candy bar. That's where you're at with that one. But then the other kind of motivation is when we're doing something that we really, really want to do. And it comes from kind of the inside. It's called internal motivation. And it's always going to be a combination of all of both sides here. We always are going to have that external motivation. And sometimes we're going to have that internal motivation to do things and do it well. So we're starting a new program as we continue to grow here. We want to encourage our students with a variety of things. Now, last year, many of our students, I think you got buttons for the various recitals and our Bakathon studio night. And so, in fact, I have one of the Bakathon buttons right here. I kind of hold it up, to the camera. And so that was one of my favorite designs, by the way. And so we're gonna keep going with these buttons. We really liked them. I remember Karis had taken a picture of her with all of her buttons there. And so Karis, you get to have more buttons if you keep working hard, okay? So for example, we're gonna have a button for tonight, and it's gonna say the Costume Recital 2021 on it. Also, we're gonna have our masterclass recital. So the beginning of last week, we did a master class, and we had 3 students show up. We had my son Micah, we had Hezekiah and Elijah, and they both played. And what we did, those are just kind of some casual times to try out the song. And by the way, Hezekiah and Elijah, you both made improvements by the time you did your performance video. And that's exactly what it's about, is that you get that opportunity to do it in front of somebody who, isn't your normal teacher. And then you get to make some improvements on that because you know what to do with it. So I know I got the buttons for you guys, and we have everyone who is participating in our recital. You guys will get some buttons in the mail as well. Finally, we're going to keep going with this. So we like to set goals as teachers, of course. So we're going to make technical goals, like if you can play the first 5 scales of on piano or something like that, there's a button for that. We have theory buttons as well, like if you know and can name all the keys on the keyboard, okay? Or if you turn in, I think it's 7 theory assignments. And so I know sometimes doing your theory assignments, we have a hard time encouraging you guys to do that, right? Because sometimes those aren't fun, but and sometimes they are. Sometimes it's the theory that motivates us. Anyways, we have milestones like first recital. Like I know this time around, it's some of your first recitals. Like Ava, it's your first recital. And so we got a special button made just for you on that one, okay? And then we have creative achievements. Like this year, I heard several kids performing their own songs. I'm like, that is so cool. Well, that's one of our buttons as well. And so at the end of the month here, which is pretty much now, I guess maybe beginning in November, we will be sending these out, and you'll get them in the mail. And so be looking for those. We want to encourage you with this, and there's plenty more that you can earn. We'll be in communication with all of our families about what the goals are, and working with your teacher, you can of course get all those in there. Wonderful. So that's kind of the first big announcement. We have 2 more small announcements. First of all, we have a Christmas music studio night coming up on Monday, December 6th, same time, 6:30. And this is a time where we come and you can play some Christmas music. It does not have to be like the most amazing Christmas music ever. It can be something really simple, 1 note at a time. And you can have fun with it. Plus, it's a studio night. You know what happens if you make a mistake? Nothing bad. You make a mistake and we move on and we have fun with it. And then finally, we have another studio night coming up in February. Last year, we did our Bakathon and everyone played some Bach. This year, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to make it our movie theme mania. I know I have a lot of students. They love playing movie music. And I know this year, Matthew, he played the Pink Panther. And so I think he might even try something else on that one too. So that's coming up in February after the holidays. Okay, so those are our announcements. You guys ready for our giveaways? Yay! Everyone waits for the giveaways, right? All right, well, I'm going to share my screen again. And I got my wheel all ready to go here. And so remember, everyone's on here for 3, you get 3 times on the wheel, your name on there 3 times if you submitted a video, okay? And so if you were a performer, you're on the wheel. If you did a comment, that's an extra spot on the wheel for every comment that you left. And again, I love the comments because you're so encouraging to our other students. If you are one of our students who performed, go in and see what people were saying about your video. Because again, we want you to feel encouraged by this, and you really did do well. And I know sometimes, when a teacher tells you like, "Hey, you did a good job," you're like, "Okay, whatever." But when one of your friends or your peers says you did a good job, you're like, "Oh, I must be doing really good." So go in and read those. All right, so we're going to spin the wheel. Now, just remember, one prize per family. Also, thanks so much for participating, everyone who did this. Here we go. It's Benjamin. Woohoo! Awesome job. Way to go, Benjamin.
Hey.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I misspoke on that one. Not one prize per family, one prize per student. There we go. So you can't win twice. That's what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. And by the way, I didn't mention the prize, did I? Okay, I got 2 Amazon gift cards here. So let's spin the wheel one more time and see who wins the second gift card here. Ooh. Oh, Valerie. Yay.
Woohoo.
Awesome job. Wonderful. Well, very good. And hopefully we all have fun with this. So I will make sure that I get your addresses, or no, I don't need your address. I just need your email address, and which I have. And I will send those over to you guys through email tonight or tomorrow morning. You should be able to find it. Well, wonderful. And so it is about 7:06. We're a little bit past time here. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, before you go, though, I got one more joke and a couple other pieces that I want to bring up here. So first of all, did anybody dress up as Winnie the Pooh? Okay. Or Tigger, or Eeyore maybe, or Christopher Robin. You could do that one, right? Well, where Winnie the Pooh lives. He lives in the 100-acre woods, right? Well, I don't know if you know this, but there down the road in England, where that story is from, there's also the scary 50-acre woods. But you know who lives there, right? Winnie the Boo. So I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one, isn't it?
That's amazing.
So okay, now I have one more here because we can also dress up as Humpty Dumpty. It's another great one. And I was at a Halloween event this afternoon. I didn't see any Humpty Dumpties, but he had a great fall. But of course, he had a great fall to make up for his miserable summer. Ah, yes, okay.
I like that one.
Thank you. Yes. Well, wonderful. Well, I want to just encourage you. We first of all, we love serving you guys, and we want to continue to do it just as best as we can. So first of all, be in touch with us when you need something. We are here to help. You have our email addresses, you have our phone numbers, and we want to serve you guys well. And lastly, if you guys could do just one quick little thing for us, it's oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen there. If you could go onto our website or Google us and leave us a nice review, like that would be awesome. These really do make a difference, okay? Google has this algorithm, and if businesses are getting attention, and especially reviews, they get recommended more in the search engines. And so if you could leave us a nice 5-star review, that would be just awesome. This one came in last year after the recital. The mom was saying, I was skeptical of how well piano over Zoom could go with young children, but M3 Creative Academy has an engaging, proven method. I like this quote, which they had established long before COVID-19 pushed everyone into the Zoom world, which is very true, actually. The instructors are all musicians of high caliber, so way to go. And they truly enjoy music and endeavor to import their appreciation of music to their students. Even the virtual recitals, what we're doing, are way more fun than I recall any of my recitals being as a child. All the stars for M3 Creative Academy. And so that's the that was one of our reviews. It's kind of the story that we always get is that they think, okay, how well is this going to go? And, it's kind of nice. I don't have to drive my kid anywhere. They don't have all the pressure of getting to some house. And then they find out, what we do really does work. The reason it works, two reasons, I think. First of all, we have students who are just amazing and you guys practice, okay? And then second of all, I think to help you guys practice, that's one of the things that we do. We provide you guys with the coaching videos. And so hopefully you guys are doing all those videos and you're having success because of them. And so again, I just want to encourage you, see if you can go on and do that and have a great weekend. I know you probably have some plans this weekend, but I just want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. Happy Halloween, and we will see you all next week. All right? All right. Any last comments from our teachers?
Happy Halloween and amazing job, everyone. You did a great work this fall.
I know.
Happy
Oh,
Halloween.
happy Halloween. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay.